The reason I'm telling this story is because performing's always been a big deal for me. I've been singing since I was probably about 6 years old, at least in front of people. So I thought I'd talk about this experience because it was one thing wonderful. The second thing, I also learned that preparation is key if you want to win. So it all started a couple years ago when I performed at a local bar because each bar was doing a competition to actually sing at the state fair, win $1,000, and perform for a band that was really popular. I can't even remember who it was a couple years ago, but perform for a live band or open for them as well as winning $1,000. So that was a big incentive. Well, this local pub I went to for several years, so it was a really cool audience because I knew most of the people. It was really chill there, so it was real comfortable. I sang karaoke there all the time. So I decided to enter this competition. There was about 29 to 30 contestants that night, and sure enough, I competed and I won first place. So it was a really big deal. I had a couple of people that I love so much that were there, like my mother and a few friends, and I won. So I was excited. I was on to the next step. I sang Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, which is probably one of my favorite songs to sing. And then a couple months later, I ended up going to the state fair. So this evening I was really, really nervous, of course. It was pouring down rain, which is a big negative about the whole night. But I felt like, sure, I'll be ready to go. Well, it turns out I was the first contestant of the entire night. And for one, that's really tough to take in because no one has already gone up there. There's not been a single audience member knows what's going on that whole night, so they're all ready for the show. But then again, the judges have to think about all these different contestants, and they might forget about me in the end, which is what I thought. So I sang, and of course I was testing the sound system, and it wasn't the greatest. So after I sang I Will Always Love You, about 10 singers in, another contestant sang I Will Always Love You. And that's when I was a little shocked and didn't know what to think. By the end of the night, I didn't win. I don't even think I placed, probably out of 6 people that placed, and I was devastated. It was the worst feeling in the world. I'd gotten this far, and I couldn't even go to the next round. I learned a lot from this because I realized that preparation was a big deal, and I realized that I probably should have thought more about this song, and even though I knew it so well, my mom always taught me sing songs that are for you, not necessarily what you love. And so even though this was one of my favorite songs, I realized that if I would have practiced more, if I wasn't smoking at that time, if I was drinking more water, if I wasn't so nervous in the beginning, and possibly later on during the day instead of being the very first person, it would have been a great experience. And that's it.